So I felt the need to vlog about this, mostly because it's mind-blowing to me that this is a thing that's happening, and, I kind of thought it was just one of those institutions of the internet that would always kind of be there, even though nobody really pays that much attention to it anymore, I don't think, but, apparently Club Penguin is closing down at the end of March, and I'm like, wait, first of all, Club Penguin was still a thing, second of all, I did not realize they were owned by Disney. Holy shit, like, when did that happen? Because last I knew, I don't think they were always owned by Disney, were they? But, if that was a more recent buyout, that probably explains why Toontown Online was suddenly no more, probably because they were funneling all the money from that into this, and that really sucks, because I fucking loved Toontown Online. But, yeah, I cannot claim to be like, the biggest player of Club Penguin ever, the biggest fan or anything, because no, I wasn't. I probably only played it a handful of times ever, but, of those handful of times, oh boy, it, sparked quite an interesting thing that quite accidentally happened one time, but anyway, for those who are unaware of what Club Penguin even is, it was kind of like the spawn of Neopets and Habbo Hotel, which most of you probably know of Neopets. Habbo Hotel is a little more niche. Google it. I believe that one's still online. I have not played that in years. I kind of want to now, though. But no, and I remember, my cousin, gosh, when was this? I want to say probably summer of 2008, I want to say, is when, I was over at my cousin's house, and she was playing Club Penguin, and I was just like, what game is that? Because she had been, like, playing it for hours on end, and I finally got curious. I was like, what is that? She's like, it's Club Penguin, and it's awesome. Like, she was little at the time. She was maybe, like, 8, so she was, like, right in the prime demographic for this shit, right? So, anyway, I was just like, huh, can I watch just to see what it is? She's like, sure. So I pulled up a chair and I watched, and she was like, after a while, she's like, you should make a Club Penguin. And I was like, isn't that like a kid's site? She's like, it doesn't matter, you can get one. I was like, it's kind of weird, but okay. So I had my laptop with me, right? I created a Club Penguin Club Penguin account on the spot. So I played with it a little bit for maybe like an hour and a half, got bored. No, I didn't get bored. I got banned for swearing, because I'm me. And pretty much anywhere you can get banned for swearing, I have gotten banned for swearing. So that was that. Probably because I asked, how the fuck do you do something or other in the game? I forget what the hell it was. But anyway, so I didn't know that they unbanned the accounts. So I figured I would just, like, make a new one, and that'd be that. It wouldn't even be on the same IP address, because I made that one while at my cousin's house, and tried the other one at home. But, where this gets interesting. So, I think I have a few subscribers on here who are friends with me from the Must Be Pop days, and Must Be Pop was and continues to be, although I am no longer affiliated with it, was an online role-playing community where you can portray pretty much any living celebrity under the sun as long as they're not already taken. So, naturally, I had Liza Minnelli. I also had Davy Jones, Billy Ray Cyrus. That one was for shits and giggles. I'm not even a fan. That one, I was just being a mean-spirited person with that one. I had Goldie Hawn. I think I had Ringo in there at one point, but that one, I think, hit the 6-week mark, like, within, like, a couple months of making it, and I kind of never reopened it. But I did briefly have Ringo in there. Who else did I have? I think for about a second in time, I had Rosie O'Donnell, just because she's such a controversial character for some unknown fucking reason in this game. I should totally make a video just about my Must Be Pop days, but, because I devoted a lot of years of my life to that stupid game. But anyway, but my main one, always in there, was Liza. And I thought it would be funny to open the second Club Penguin account as Liza. Like, just for my own fucking amusement. And then made a post about this just for shits and giggles, because I should also point out, most things about that community were not really based in fact or in real life or any type of realism. It was just us being weird, spazzy teenagers and early 20-somethings. So, yeah, just, I don't know. I think I had, like, Liza go on a bender and, like, make a Club Penguin account just for shits and giggles because I thought the mental image of that was fucking hilarious. So, that was a thing. And I was taking screen caps all throughout of what I was making her do and her running commentary of this thing. And I also had a linked Twitter account to her live journal, which was where Must Be Pop took place. But some of us also had Twitter handles for our characters. Stupid me, however, forgot to clearly label that it was a roleplay account. And apparently somebody mistook it for a real life thing, and it was not, and this caused a shitstorm as I was doing this, and I got that account banned too. And the next thing I know, by the next day, I shit you not, somebody had published an article that Liza Minnelli had been banned from Club Penguin, and I'm like, oh no, what have I done? What the fuck have I done? Can I take that back? Oh my god. And before I'd even, known it, one of Liza's dancers, who I'm still friends with on Facebook, actually, was just like, Jennifer, are you behind this? Oh no. I was just like, oh, I'm so fucked. I'm gonna get sued for this one. This is gonna be the day I get sued by a celebrity, isn't it? But I was just like, yeah, that was me. Is there anything I can do to make this situation go away? Because I meant no harm, and I did not mean to make anybody think that was, her. Apparently she was pissed, in real life. I was just like, oh shit. So, yeah, that was a thing. So basically, I had to, go in and clearly label this account. I think they actually had me delete it after, this all was said and done. But, yeah, that was special. And thankfully this wasn't, picked up by any, huge media outlets or anything. It was just, stupid little ones, like Perez Hilton. But, well, I guess Perez isn't little, but, I mean, isn't, people.com or something. So, I mean, just saying. But, yeah, that was enough to put me off even wanting to play Club Penguin again after that whole debacle. But the people at Must Be Pop thought it was fucking hilarious that this was a thing that happened because I made an out-of-character post of, so, just letting you guys know that this was a thing that happened, and this is why we should all be a lot more careful in clearly labeling our shit as being roleplay accounts, because if you don't, apparently, even when these stories sound too ridiculous to even be plausible, apparently some people are really fucking stupid and fall for them hook, line, and sinker and think they're real. So just so nobody gets sued, let's all just, very clearly label our shit to cover our own asses. But anyway, so that was about the extent of my playing of Club Penguin. So, yeah, that was a thing. And I don't know, I'm torn between being mortified and still finding it fucking hilarious, not gonna lie, that was even a thing that happened. But, anyway, hold on, I'm, choking on my own spit. Okay, so, but yeah, so I kind of, honest to God, forgot about it until they came out with some of the video games. I think I might even still have the Club Penguin game for DS. And that one, luckily, it doesn't go online as far as I know. And they had a DS game. They had, I think they had a game for Wii. I never had that one, so I don't know anything about it. I feel like there was one more. I don't know if it was a PC game or for another console. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna check right now, because I think I still legit have. I do! Oh my god, I do. Okay, hold on, you guys, can we just appreciate, what are the odds that it happens to be the one laying on top? I swear I did not plan this ahead of time, but, in the little baggie that my ridiculous games that I don't really keep with my other ones are in, I still fucking have this. I almost feel like we should do a playthrough when Club Penguin closes down, like on March 29th. We should do a playground of Club Penguin, Elite Penguin Force. What do you guys think? Should this be a thing? I feel like this should be a thing. Okay, let me put it away real quick, but yeah, that is a thing that I own, and I'm not 100% positive why exactly I own it, but I do. Because at one point in time, I was trying to collect every Nintendo DS game in existence. I obviously fell very short of the mark, but I tried, and I still have a pretty huge collection of these fucking games. Especially ones like that nobody wants that I couldn't resell, so I'm kind of just stuck with them. Yeah. I probably have like over 600 DS games, just so you guys are aware, but yeah, I don't regularly play most of them, but there's a handful that are actually pretty good, but that is not one of the good ones, but anyway, just saying, apparently they're closing down the website in lieu of they're making a new app. Actually, the new app might be up. I haven't looked yet to see if it is or not, but apparently they're opening an app version called Club Penguin Island. I have no idea if it's anything like the website, but apparently they're closing down the website. There will be no browser version of it, no desktop version, only mobile. So that's a thing. If you don't have a mobile device like either a smartphone, an iPod Touch, a tablet, anything like that, apparently you're out on your ass of playing Club Penguin anymore. I honestly do not care that much at this point, but it did make me take pause and realize there are certain websites from that era that will bother me to no end when they do inevitably someday close doors. Neopets is one of them, because I shouldn't even be admitting this. I still play Neopets, okay? Not even gonna lie. I could even link you guys to my profiles on there and show you my accounts are almost 20 fucking years old. Yeah, I've been with that site since the beginning. But anyway, not gonna lie, the day Neopets closes down, I'm gonna cry like a little bitch. Even though I'm not, like, hardcore into it anymore, I still devote a little time every day to it, mostly to play the Neopian stock market and, like, hit up the money tree and shit at this point, but every once in a while, I, like, hardcore go at it and play the games and stuff, and I am a ridiculous person, I know, but, yeah, that one, just for the sheer number of years I have devoted to that fucking site, yeah, I'm gonna cry like a bitch when that closes down. Another one that's gonna bother me to no end when it closes down that I've been playing almost as long is Gaia Online. Now that one isn't so much a game in and of itself as like a huge forum website that also happens to have games on it, but originally I joined it back in 2003 for the forums, and they only had like, I think 3 games at that point. They had like the jigsaw puzzle game, they had, oh crap, what is it called? The one with the letters that you have to make words on. I am blanking on the name of it. I can picture it clearly in my head, but I cannot think of the name. Anyone who's played Gaia Online at least knows what I'm talking about. So there's that, and what the fuck was the third one? Was it fishing? Or was fishing later? I feel like fishing was added later, but maybe it was fishing. I don't know, but regardless, it had those, but most of the focus was on the forums, and the shops, and all the items you could buy for your avatars, which, at that point, most of the things were still things you could earn with gold, which you could just, clicking around the site and being interactive, but there were a few things that were, like, actual legit cash items, and unless you had a shit ton of gold to buy them secondhand on the marketplace, yeah, good luck getting a hold of those. So, didn't have many of those, because I never actually put real money towards it. So I always had to get them the hard way. But, yeah, I still occasionally spend time on that one too. That one, it kind of goes in streaks, like, a couple times a year. I'll check back in, poke around the forums, poke around the guilds, see what's all new with the games, what they've added, what they've taken away. Oh, and they had, like, these interactive, mangas on there. Those I used to be super into the storylines of. At this point, I feel so far removed from them that I don't even know what's happening. I don't think they have like a full library of the past editions. So I'm like, I have no idea what is going on or what I even missed. What the hell? I'm sure there's like a wiki page somewhere where I could find this all out, but there was a point in time where I was super fucking into that. Oh my god. But, yeah, that is like the other big one that will bother me when it tanks someday. But, yeah, I used to troll around both of those sites big time. Back in the day, I used to troll around the Nickelodeon website, but at this point, it's like such a sorry, sad shell of a site that it's like, yeah, it's not even worth playing anymore. I think they, like, still have one game on it that I occasionally revisit, but not very often anymore since they don't update it at this point. They used to, like, update it and add new levels to it from time to time. It was like that, oh, what was it? The virtual prom game, I think. I loved that one. Incidentally, I never went to prom. I had no desire to go to prom, so I didn't. I went to a grand total of one dance ever in my life, was unimpressed, and decided to never go to another one again because I thought they were stupid. So, I didn't. But when they're pixels on a screen, apparently it's a lot more interesting to me because I have no life. But, yeah, that. But, yeah, I suppose if they ever 100% Lock, Stock, and Barrel closed up the Nickelodeon site, it would be sad just as the end of an era, even though it hasn't resembled its older self for many, many years. It's just the whole nostalgia thing of being a kid that grew up literally on the internet. From the early 90s till now. It's no doubt why I'm a fucking internet addict, but it is what it is. And yet I still remember the first website I was ever hardcore addicted to was the Lego website. That kind of makes me want to go look on it and see what it looks like nowadays, because I'm sure it doesn't look anything like its former self, but anyway, yeah. It's kind of sad. It's like the end of an era type of thing, even though I wasn't even super into Club Penguin or anything at any point in time. But just knowing how big of a deal it was, and hearing that it's coming to an end, it makes me feel a little bit sad. Not like ridiculously sad or depressed, but just a little sad, to see it go. I don't know if anything will come along to take its place, really. I feel like the internet's kind of moving past Flash games, but maybe not, who knows. I guess time will tell. Now we have things like Steam to play on, so I suppose there's that, but it is what it is. It's kind of the nature of the internet. It shifts and changes and grows. I thought of another one that'll bother me when it goes. Newgrounds. Newgrounds will bother me when that goes. Because that one, I mean, even though most of the videos from it have all migrated over to YouTube at this point, they're, like, immortalized. The games, though, I used to love the games. I have not been on that website in a lot of years, but that's probably the first thing I'm gonna do after I upload this video. But, yeah, freaking Newgrounds, dude. Oh, God. I am dating myself big time here. I am so old. I am ancient in internet years. Just saying. I've been on the internet since 1993. At a time when most people didn't even have internet at home. Just saying. I remember when that was like a rarity. And it was super rare to find anyone else who did. And to even like find anyone else who had an email address who was anywhere remotely around my age. Yeah. I'm basically a dinosaur in internet years, but anyway, yeah, it's just weird seeing certain ones that are still around this many years later and are, like, unchanged. Some of them where, like, the site has obviously been deserted, but they still apparently pay for the domain, and the stuff is still there, usually largely broken, but, like, a perfect example of this one. Excite.com. It was basically Google before there was Google, and they, like, used to be innovators of, like, having all the linked things with their website, like, with email that you could get through them, with, like, virtual voicemail. I remember that being, like, a big fucking deal at the time, and thought I was hot shit because I had one, and I could take phone calls from people all over the world without giving out my personal info. I thought I was hot shit for that. But, apparently you can still log into your account this many years later, and it will recognize you as a user. Your stuff won't be there anymore, but it'll recognize you as a user. So, Yeah, ask me how I know. I totally just checked this out, like, last year. I was like, holy shit, it's still there. Huh. That's kind of impressive. It's kind of like the old school, like, Yahoo stuff. Like, I finally got back into an account. Like, I think my very, very, very first online account I ever made. And it had been hacked, like, in the early 2000s. And I hadn't, like, even thought about it again until last year. I finally managed to get back into it. And finding, like, all these relics of the 90s in there, I was like, holy shit, this is like a virtual time capsule. This is so cool. And then went through a huge deleting spree because I was like, it's cool seeing it, but nobody can know of this ever. Delete, 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 delete. And, like, cleared it out and then, like, closed down the account. But, yeah, that. Oh, God. Anyway, so that was a thing. I love how this went from Club Penguin to just reminiscing about old-ass online websites that I used to use, or possibly still use in some cases, but not many. Neopets and Gaia are kind of the only excuses here. But, yeah, I'm just like, holy shit balls. Oh my gosh. I mean, I kind of went through, like, a smaller scale version of this when I heard that, like, Yahoo got sold off and they're closing down most of the website. They're keeping some of the core integration, like, people who have email addresses through them. They're apparently keeping those servers up so they can, like, still have that, which is good because my dad's is on that. But most of the other stuff, they cut the fat and they're just doing away with it entirely. So I'm like, oh shit, I wonder if, like, the Yahoo groups are included in this that's being just disposed of, because actually there are a lot of email groups I'm still a member of that it'll be really, really, really sad to see all of those go. Especially for how many years I've been on those. There's, like, one Paul McCartney list in particular. I've been on that since 1998. And I would probably, like, cry myself to sleep if that one were closed down in the Yahoo selling off thing. But, God, I'm old. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know how I got this far off topic. I apologize. We're, like, 22 minutes and I gotta wrap this up. So anyway, have any of you guys ever, at any point in your online travels, had a Club Penguin account? Were you a casual user? Were you a hardcore user? Are you sad to see it go? Let me know in the comments, as well as if you have commentary about anything else touched on in this video, or even other websites that have come and go that you were sad about when they closed down. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And as usual, if y'all like this video, click the like button. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Leave comments down below. And until next time, bye!